Can you write down those again so we don't have to figure them out again? And then I'll erase it, and then we'll do tan. And I just need the 4 trig functions. You don't have to rewrite the whole thing out. I just need, that number, that number, that number, and that number.
Got it.
Okay. All right, give them to me again.
So sine u is equal to 3 over 4. Sine v is equal to 12 over 13. Cosine u is equal to negative square root of 7 over 4. And cosine v is equal to negative 5 over 13.
So let's find out what tangent of u would be. That would be this times that.
Yeah, right. So it would be negative 3 over 5.
Oh, that's a square root of 7. Right?
Yeah.
So then this would be negative 3
square root of
7 over 7. Mm-hmm. And now we got to figure out what tangent of v is. So it's 12 over 13 times
13 over 5. 13 is cancelled, so it would be 12 over 5. Negative 12 over 5.
And then we just plug it into the formula.
Okay.
But you're going to have to do that step because they're not going to give you what tangent is, right?
Let's see the next types of questions. 73, 2, well, yeah, that's pretty much all the rest of the questions that are on there. It's just following what we were just doing. It goes sine u plus v, cosine u minus v, cosine u plus v.
And then you're just substituting in and stuff. And you understand now how to substitute in and stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that's kind of tricky about that is to make sure that you use the proper sign in the proper quadrant, and then just draw the triangle out. Are you feeling better about it now?
Yeah, I'm still worried about the test though. Because I was talking to someone and he said that was the hardest test I've ever taken in my life. And the teacher says, yes, this will be the hardest test you'll take all year. Then it gets easy after this. But he said by far this is the hardest test.
Okay, is there anything that you're still unclear on then? I guess that's the only thing that I can ask you, because it looks like you understood how to substitute once we did one of the questions and you did the next one.
Yeah. All these questions are relatively easy compared to some of his questions on the quizzes and stuff.
Do you have a question from one of the quizzes, or does he not give them back to you?
No, he hasn't given them totally back to me yet. But there's just one where it was kind of a verify, and it didn't give you. It just was I can't remember it, and clearly enough to make it make sense. But it was one was over.
Just weird.
Yeah, it was almost like it was cosine over cosecant equals cotangent or something like that, where neither one of them was squared or whatnot. Or it was cotangent plus 1, but the cotangent wasn't squared over another.
Whenever you have a fraction, 2 things you should probably think about. See if multiplying by the conjugate of it makes it an identity, because a lot of times that's what happens. And if all else fails, change everything to sine and cosine and see if you can reduce. But using that that conjugate trick, like if you have sine minus cosine, you're almost always going to need to multiply the top and the bottom by cosine plus sine to make it into an identity, because that almost always helps. That's kind of the only advice I can give you on that stuff.
Anything else? Could we go quickly over? I don't think it's any questions on here, but it's tan to the 25th degree plus tan to the 10th degree over 1 minus tan to the 25 degree. And
Let me see.
I don't know if we'll have to be doing that on a test, but that looked a little trickier than what we usually do. Which I get, it's the sum and difference formula, but the degrees.
Write the expression in sine in terms of sine, cosine, or tangent. Oh, they just want you to go back the other direction.
Okay.
So when this is plus there, then that means that this would be the same as the tan of 35.
How did you get 35?
Because it's that formula is the formula of tangent of u plus v. What are u and v?
25 and 10. So you don't have to change it into like a pi or anything.
You're just going back the other direction.
Oh, so it's just really easy. Okay.
If you're not told that, though, you're looking at that like, what are you talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. You just have to study.
Yeah.
Do all this.
And study your reference angles.
Mm-hmm. I should probably give you this before
I forget. Thanks, I appreciate it. If you get my number from your parents, if you don't already have it in my phone, if you're finding that you're still really worried, we can do something online Monday night, because your test is on Tuesday, right?
No, it's Monday.
Oh, your test is Monday?
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, we can do something Sunday night if you're still worried about it, okay? I can answer a couple of questions if you're still stuck. All right?
All right. Thank you.
The way that I work online, do you have a Google account?
I have like a Google Docs through like
a Gmail account or something like that?
Yeah.
Then we can do Hangouts, and I can do the exact same thing and show you the stuff online, just like I'm doing now.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Colin? Your teacher did not email me or anything, so.
Yeah, he rarely even responds to me, so.
So I guess what I'm gonna try to do is just get you ready for what you're doing right now.
Yeah, and I brought my homework if we could do that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right.
I have a YouTube channel that I'm starting, and I just started it yesterday.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do in the session is I'm gonna tape. I guess I can turn this off. I'm gonna tape everything, all the problems and stuff that we do, and then I'm gonna put all the steps and everything online. So if you look for JY the Science Guy, or my business name, which is Cuts RVA, or John Young, but you're gonna have to search through a whole bunch of them because there's a million of us.
Yeah.
If you look on YouTube or you Google me, you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
And then you can actually just go back and look at all the work that we did if there's something that you're still kind of about.
Okay.
All right.